Right, so in today's video I've come to a place called Rufford Abbey, which is in Nottinghamshire, and at that country park it's got a few lakes and it's surrounded by woodlands, and it's home to plenty of wildlife, including lots of different kind of birds, squirrels, and it's also the nesting season, so it's going to be great if I see some swans or some geese there nesting. And it's also home to a heron, so if I'm lucky enough and quiet enough, I'm hoping to get some real quality shots of that bird there. So I'll be continuing with a zoom test with the Nikon Coolpix P1100, and in this video I'll be mixing it up slightly, as in my previous videos I've been concentrating on the photography side, then the 4K footage. So in this video I'll be mixing it up slightly, as I'll be concentrating on both the photography side and the 4K footage with that zoom there. So now I'm going to start going around the country park, taking some photographs and filming the zoom in 4K there, and let's hope all the creatures are going to come out to play there. Here we go. Yes, thank you very much. Very nice, thank you. So this tourist sign's around 500 metres away. That's 125 times optically zoomed. Let's use a bit of that digital. You can clearly read the word in there. Now pull back to 24mm. Again, this is around 500 metres away, and you could clearly read the wording on that tourist sign. So that's fully maxed out with the digital on top, and this heron's around 200 metres away. Now pull back to where I'm stood, like a statue. And this bluebell's approximately 15 metres away. That's 125 times optical, 3000mm. Now pull back to where the camera is, and again that's around 15 metres away. Now this door's around 500 metres away. I'll just pull back to where I'm stood. And that was 125 times optical. I've got to be quick on this shot because I've been here for a while now. As you can see, people keep coming into frame and so that's 125 times optical, 3000mm. And this clock on this old historical building here is around 300 metres away. I'll just pull back to where I'm sat. So this gate and lock is around 400 metres away. That's 125 times optical. And now I'll use that digital zoom on top. And now I'll pull back to where I'm stood. So this statue is around 150 metres away. That's 125 times optical. Now I'll pull back to where I'm sat. So that's around 150 metres away. And now I'm around 60 metres away from this bird. That's 3000mm, 125 times optical. And now I'll pull back to where I'm stood at 24mm. And this goose is around 20 metres away. And that's 1800mm. And now I'll pull back to me where I'm stood at 24mm. So that's around 20 metres away. And here we've got two young lambs, looking rather knackered at end of day. This is at 3000mm, 125 times optical. And these are around, I'd say around 160 metres away. And here we've got two lively lambs, and these are around 200 metres away. This is your 125 optical. So in the end, most of the wildlife did come out today, so this trip was well worth it. And the more testing I do with the P1100, I'm really blown away by the quality detail there, especially with things on the photography side. Anything below 1500mm and around 30-40 metres away, it's really crisp and sharp. And with the zooming footage with the P1100, I find anything around half a mile really crisp and sharp also. And with the P1100, if you're pushing it into the mileage, you've really got to have a decent tripod, no wind, the sun's got to be behind you, and always use that remote control. Because if you try it on a windy day, that footage is going to be shaking all over the place and it just becomes totally unusable. because the furthest subject I've filmed with this camera was 35 miles away. Now all the conditions on that day was perfect, but as I've said, when you're punching into the mileage, especially as far as that 35 miles which I've filmed, on that particular day it was 16 degrees and no wind, and there was just a gigantic heat wave in front of it. So you've also got to be really careful of the temperature there. So as always, do stay tuned to the channel, as there's going to be plenty more videos on the horizon, especially with testing out this Nikon Coolpix P1100. So for now, thanks for watching, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and bye for now.